Good morning, class 8 children. Today, after winter break, we'll continue chapter number 16. Already we had started this chapter light. Let me recapitulate this chapter. Already we have discussed that how we can see the objects. It's not only the reflection, it's the when the reflection as well as the screen is also visible should be there, and even the eyes, these all things are responsible for to see the object. Second thing, we had discussed the definition of reflection. Already you know that is the bouncing back of light is known as reflection. Afterwards, we discussed the laws of reflection, which was very important concept. Two laws of reflection. Can anybody tell me what were the two laws of reflection? Kindly tell me the laws of reflection.
Ma'am, can I?
Yes, tell.
Ma'am, can I tell?
Yes, Ananya. First law of reflection.
Ma'am, can I tell?
Ma'am, angle of incidence is equals to angle of reflection.
First is the angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. Okay, Nanya Kahara. Second law.
The second law is the incident ray, the normal at the point of incidence, and the reflected ray. They all lie at the same plane.
Okay, so these all things are lying in the same plane. After discussing the laws of reflection, children, we discussed the types of reflection. There were two types of reflection. One is the regular reflection, and second was irregular, or we can say that is a diffused reflection. So there is also a difference between these two types of reflections. Both are required. Both types of reflection is very important. So in our regular reflection, when the rays are coming, you know, the light always travel in a straight line, and after reflection they goes in the same direction. All the rays goes in the same direction. That is known as a regular reflection. And if the rays goes in different directions, means the surface is not smooth, uneven surface is there, and the after reflection the rays goes in the different directions, that is known as a diffused reflection. So diffused reflection is not the failure of the laws of reflection. We are saying that light goes in different direction. I'm not saying that light is bending. So whenever the light enters into our home, that is due to the diffused reflection. Light enters in, you must have seen that light never enters into the through the this main gate. Light may enter from any of the window, any of the ventilator, any of the hole which is there. So it does not require a gate to enter. So that is due to the diffused reflection. After that, the concept of multiple reflections we discussed, and one instrument which is based on the concept of multiple reflection is the kaleidoscope. After that, we are going to discuss the structure of human eye. So I want structure of human eye. Already the lens is fit in the human eye. Now children, this question may be in 5 marks, the structure of human eye. So I want you should know the function of each and every part of the human eye. Okay, like first part is cornea, iris, pupil, slithy muscles are there, vitreous humor solutions are there, retina is there, cone, rod, different type of different parts of this eye are there. So I want each one of you to learn, or you should understand the part of or the functions of each one of the part of the eye. Okay, so Neha Jan, continue with the structure of human eye. Continue reading. Okay, you can take from the last part. यहाँ से भी आप start कर सकते हैं. What is inside our eyes? Continue from here.
Okay, ma'am. What is inside our eyes? We see things only when light coming from them enters our eyes. Eyes is one of our most important sense organs. It is therefore important to understand its structure and working. The eye has a roughly spherical shape. The outer coat of the eye
Children,
is white.
any of the question can be there. One of the question can also be there in MCQ. The shape of eye. Kindly underline. Roughly, it is spherical in shape. Okay.
The outer coat of the eye is white. It is tough so that it can protect the interior of the eye from accident. Its transparent front part is called cornea. Behind the
Cornea.
cornea,
Cornea. Its front part is known as cornea. So,
we
yes.
find a dark muscular structure called iris. In the iris, there is a small opening called the pupil. The size of the pupil is controlled by the iris. The iris is that part of the eye which give it is distinctive color. When we say that a person has green eyes, we refer actually to the color of the iris. The iris controls the amount of light entering to the eye. Let us see how.
Okay. So first part of the eye, the front part of the eye is known as cornea because it protects the eye, which part we are able to see the whitish portion. Okay. And inside the whitish portion, there is behind the cornea, we see the dark muscular structure, which we are able to see in the eyes, that is known as the iris. Children, you must have seen that few of us are having black color eyes, brown color eyes, green color eyes. So how we are able to see, that is the iris which gives a distinct color to the eyes. आपको क्या देख के पता चलता है कि कौन सा कलर है आईज का? That is the iris. आप देखते हैं ना, when you see in one another's eye, you see the color of the eye. Either it is light brown, dark brown, black, green, blue, whatever is this. So that is the iris. So iris gives a distinct color to the eyes. And if you have seen your eyes clearly, kindly today after the class stand in front of the mirror and see your eyes clearly. Inside, in the center of the iris, there is a small opening which is known as a pupil. Okay, very black colored spot is there which is known as a pupil. And the size of the pupil is controlled by iris. You must have seen size of the pupil means what do you mean by this? That whenever you go in the dark room or in dim light, and whenever you are going into the bright light, you must have seen the eyes sometimes get close itself. अगर आप dark room से एकदम से जाते हो bright room में जाते हो जहाँ पे बहुत ज्यादा लाइट है, या आप सनलाइट में जाते हैं, then what happens? We are not able to see for a second. But soon we are able to see. Similarly, जब आप bright room से dark room में आते हो, जिस रूम में बिल्कुल अंधेरा है आपके पास, तो उस समय क्या होता है? Then what happens? You are not able to see for a while, but after that you can see yourself. So what happens? The size of the pupil is controlled by the iris. It itself expand or contract. ये अपने आप ही जो iris है वो pupil को control करता है. Itself get expand and itself get contracted. After that, what happened? The iris function we have done. Next, the iris control the amount of light entering into the eye. How much light is required? Yes, children, you have raised hand. Ananya, Jain, and Akshita, what happened? You have
Ma'am, I
raised.
want to ask that the color of pupil.
Yes,
Ma'am,
yes.
I have a doubt.
हाँ, बोलो बेटा. Yes, color of pupil is.
Ma'am, the color of pupil is black in all kind
Yes,
of eyes.
yes. That is like a spot in the eye, in the center of the iris. You must have seen. Okay.
मैम आपने अभी हमें बताया कि जब हम किसी ब्राइट रूम से डल रूम में जाते हैं, फिर
Yes.
जब डल रूम से ब्राइट रूम में जाते हैं तो हम अपनी आईज कुछ सेकंड के लिए खोल नहीं पाते. मैम ऐसा क्यों, हम खोल क्यों नहीं पाते?
Beta, no, we are able to open, but what happens? There is a change because the eye, inside our eye, there is a lens. So it takes a while to get adjusted. आपको पता है, आप दूर की चीजें भी बहुत आराम से देख लेते हो, पास की चीजें भी देख लेते हो. You are able to see in the dark room and even in the bright room. But suddenly, if you change from our dark room to the bright room, so it takes a while because the pupil get contracted and it get expand. because it
Ma'am,
has
what
to
is the meaning
adjust.
of
Yes,
contracted?
yes beta.
Ma'am, what is the meaning of contracted?
Contract means shrink होना, shrink हो जाता है, and it expand, and it adjusted itself according to the situation. आपने देखा होगा, there is a lens in our eye and that eye adjusts itself. We are able to see the near object as well as the far object ourselves. We don't have to do anything for ourselves because the lens present in our eye, it adjusts its focal length. और जितने डिस्टेंस पे ऑब्जेक्ट एग्जैक्टली होता है हमें उतने ही डिस्टेंस पे दिखता है. इज इट लाइक दैट? ऐसा तो नहीं ऑब्जेक्ट आपने 10 सेंटीमीटर पे रखा है और हमें 5 पे दिख रहा है, हमें 15 पे दिख रहा है. नो, इट लुक्स लाइक सेम बिकॉज जो हमारी आई में लेंस है, दैट इज अ convex lens present inside our eye, it adjusts itself. Similarly, the pupil or the iris, जो pupil को control करता है, how much light should be enter into eye, that is automatically controlled by the iris.
Okay, ma'am.
ठीक है?
Thank you.
So this adjusts itself. For a while that happens because it take a small time to adjust. Suddenly, I think it happens with everyone when you move in the dark room or when you move in the bright room. For a while, we are not able to see, but soon we get adjusted. Okay. Next part is, can you read the next part? Okay, Akshita, you may continue. Continue from the top.
Ma'am, behind the pupil of the eye is a lens which is thicker in the center. What kind of lens is thicker at the center? Recall what you learnt about lenses in class 7th. The lenses focuses light on the black of the eye on a layer called retina. The retina contains several nerve cells. Sensations felt by the nerve cells are then transmitted to the brain through the optic nerve. There are two kinds of cells: cones, which are sensitive to bright light, and rods, which are sensitive to dim light. Cones sense color. At the junction of the optic nerve and the retina, there are no sensory cells, so no vision is possible at that spot. This is called blind spot. Its existence can be demonstrated as follows.
Okay, children. So half of the part we have already read. Now the next part we are going to study is about the convex lens. As already I had told you, behind the cornea. See, this is a lens. Behind the cornea, there is a convex lens. And about convex lens, you know already. Convex lens is broader in the middle and thinner at the edges. And this convex lens, again, I'm saying this is known as a converging lens. This lens is known as converging lens. Why this is known as converging lens? Because it converges the rays falling on it. And all that rays meet at a point which is known as the focus. ये सारी की सारी light को capture कर लेता है and the rays meet at a single point which is known as a focus. So means what is the main function of the lens? Lens focus the image. And where is the screen of our eye? Where the image is formed? That is a retina. Retina is known as the screen of our eye, where the image is formed. And what happens when the image is formed? After the formation of the image, here are the optic nerves. Optic nerves send the message to the brain, because you know, children, all the sense organs are connected to the brain. Okay, the brain interpret the image, see the image, and then we are able to see that object at a exact distance of exact color. So you may see that how quick
is not coming.
How quick is this process? I hope, children, voice is there.
Yes, ma'am, your voice is there.
Yes, ma'am.
And there on retina, there are two types of cell. One is a cone cell or the other is a rod cell. So what is the function of these cells? One is a sensitive to the bright light and other is sensitive to the dim light. That's why we are able to see in the bright light as well as in the dim light. And one thing very interesting is there is a blind spot near this junction where the optic nerve and this retina meets. There is a blind spot. Blind spot means when the light falls on the blind spot, there are no sensory cells, no sensors are there. So whenever any of the light falls on the blind spot, we are not able to see that object. So there is a best activity 16.9 to see whether the blind spot is present in our eye or not. So let's perform this activity. It's a very simple activity. You have to take one plain paper, and on one paper just mark a cross, and on one side put a dot with black color. Very easy. Everybody wants to check that whether the blind spot is there or not in our eyes. Everyone wants to do. You want to
Yes,
check it?
ma'am.
So just check it whether it is present or not. How we are able to check it? Okay, read this activity. What we need to, Aryan Singh or Surbhi, just read this activity 16.9.
Okay, ma'am. Make a round mark and a cross on a sheet of paper with the spot to the right of the cross. Figure 16.15. The distance between two marks may be 6-8 centimeter. Hold the sheet of a paper at an arm's length from the eye. Close your left eye. Look continuously at the
Okay,
cross.
first
Move
of
the
all,
sheet
what you
slowly
have to
towards
do,
you.
आपने दोनों चीज मार्क कर लिया. एक जगह क्रॉस मींस 8 सेंटीमीटर का डिस्टेंस होना चाहिए अप्रोक्सीमेटली. नाउ लुक, क्लोज योर लेफ्ट आई. डू इट साइड बाय साइड. Do it side by side. Close your left eye. Look continuous at the cross. Move the sheet slowly towards you. अपनी तरफ लेके आइए sheet को. Bring it towards yourself. Your book. Yes. Now what happened? What do you find? Does the round mark disappear at some point? धीरे धीरे अपने पास लेकर आइए आई के पास इसको. Does that round mark disappear? Now choose your right eye. Look at the round mark. Now repeat the activity. Did you understood or not what you need to do? Kindly children switch on your cameras and do this activity. Put a cross or अगर आपके पास बुक खुली है तो आप इसी पेज के साथ ही कर सकते हैं. Close your left eye and see towards the cross only. And bring that Is it happening or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Only with one child it is happening. Aryan Singh, are you doing?
मैम
जो क्रॉस है मैम वो दिख नहीं रहा.
Yes, means a stage comes when you are not able to see a cross, and one stage comes when you are not able to see a dot. So this shows that the disappearance of a cross or a round mark shows that there is a point on the retina which can't send message to the brain when lights fall on it. So that point is known as a blind spot.